This is the 18 WJTS News. In tonight's news, Huntingburg City Council holds a public meeting to discuss a new ordinance affecting water rates. The Ireland community announces its Mayor for a Day. And Kurt Guxel brings us the latest in sports. On WJTS Informed tonight, Francie Smith with Special Olympics of Southern Indiana talks about the upcoming Petersburg Polar Plunge. All this and more coming up next on 18 WJTS News. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Bill Potter with the WJTS News. The Huntingburg City Council held a public hearing at City Hall Tuesday night in regards to the city's proposed water rate increase, as well as increases to the water and electricity connection fee. The purpose of the rate hike is to cover the cost of the water the city receives from Patoka Lake Regional Water and Sewer District. The ordinance will install a water rate tracker for water usage, similar to what the city uses with gas utilities. The estimated average water rate hike as a result of this rate tracker is around $1.56. In addition to this possible rate increase, the Huntingburg Council is also looking to increase the one-time charge for water and electric connection fees. These fees have not been updated in a while, and the city's water and electric superintendents are seeking to cover the cost of the materials, which has increased over the years. This will not affect current water and electric users. Only new installations will be expected to pay this higher fee should it be approved. Both ordinances were approved with no comment from the public. Officials with the town of Ferdinand want to remind the public that in conjunction with the Ferdinand Heimat Fest, there will be an informational meeting with Homeland Security Officer Carl Deal. Deal will be on hand to explain the rules and regulations that need to be followed at your next festival or event that includes but is not limited to a stage, a beer garden, backyard barbecue, or tents. Deal says there will be new changes in store for 2019. Therefore, the meeting will be a benefit for everyone. The meeting will be held next Tuesday, February 19th at 7 p.m. in the back room of the Ferdinand American Legion, located at 5th and Main Streets in Ferdinand. It should last about 2 hours. As in the past, reservations are requested but not required. To make a reservation, contact Ferdinand Town Manager Chris James at cjames@ferdinandindiana.org, or for more information, you may give Chris a call at 812-367-2282, 367-2282, or Sue Fink at 812-630-2839, 630-2839, or email finkster@psci.net. Jasper's Memorial Hospital and Health Care Center has named Jamie Harris as the next recipient of the Gardner Award. Harris works in laboratory services and is described as very compassionate and truly caring about her patients, which embodies the qualities and spirit of the Gardner Award. Memorial Hospital and Health Care Center created the Gardner Award as a result of the internationally known DAISY Award that recognizes the superhuman efforts nurses perform every day. The hospital is fully aware that it takes an entire team to function as a medical facility. This team includes not only the nurses, but also maintenance, billers, therapists, medical records, food service, etc. The nurses would not be able to provide the proper care to patients without the appropriate support staff. The Gardner Award was created to acknowledge incredible staff support that goes above and beyond his or her regular call of duty. The Ireland community would like to congratulate the Ireland Lions Club on their nomination for this year's St. Pat's Mayor for a Day. The Lions Club has given back locally, nationally, and internationally, and is well deserving of the recognition. 2019 also marks the 60th anniversary of the Ireland Lions Club. Come celebrate the club as they are presented with their Key to the Town Friday, March 1st at 7 p.m. in front of the Chicken Place in Ireland. And that gets everything started for the St. Pat's celebration coming up in mid-March in Ireland. The board of directors of Jasper-based Kimble International Incorporated recently declared a quarterly dividend of 8 cents per share for all outstanding shares of common stock payable April 15, 2019 to shareholders of record on March 25th. The board of directors also reauthorized its stock repurchase plan to allow repurchase of up to 2 million shares of common stock, in addition to the shares remaining available for repurchase under the previous stock repurchase plan. Stock repurchases are governed by transaction rules, including price limitations, rules for suspension of purchases, limits on daily or monthly purchases, and rules for open market purchases and private purchases from existing share owners, in accordance with the applicable securities laws and regulations. Repurchases may also be made under a rule program which permits pre-authorized repurchases at time when a company would not ordinarily be in the market because of company trading policies or possession of material non-public information. Repurchased shares may be used to fund future stock dividends, awards under stock-based compensation programs, future growth including acquisitions, and other corporate uses. The Indiana House of Representatives voted in support of legislation co-authored by District 47 State Representative Stephen Bartels of Eckerty to increase state tourism and its economic impact. Bartels says House Bill 1115 would establish the Indiana Destination Development Corporation as a joint public-private funded agency to replace the Office of Tourism Development. The corporation would assume all the office's responsibilities and be tasked with marketing and attracting more visitors to the state. Bartels says Indiana has the ability to grow tremendously in the tourism industry, and with this legislation would be able to generate more strategies for economic growth. He says he believes the public-private partnership will allow for creative thinking and an innovative vision to further promote Indiana tourism. According to Bartels, funding for tourism development would no longer be solely a state responsibility. The new corporation would raise its own funds to revitalize the marketing of Indiana travel and help the industry become more competitive on the national level. Tourism in the Hoosier State is a $12 billion industry, which Bartels says has a huge economic impact on job creation and quality of life. State tourism is responsible for 5% of all Hoosier jobs. Bartels says it's crucial that the state market their assets and obtain more resources to continue attracting visitors. The Indiana Destination Development Corporation would be led by a board of 7 members, including the governor or their designee, the president of the Indiana Economic Development Corporation or their designee, and 5 members from the private sector tourism industry appointed by the governor. House Bill 1115 now moves to the Senate for consideration. Visit iga.in.gov to learn more. Bartels represents House District 74, which includes portions of Crawford, DuBois, Orange, Perry, and Spencer counties. U.S. Senator Todd Young of Indiana says his Eastern Legacy Extension Act has cleared the Senate. Young's legislation would extend the Lewis and Clark National Historic Trail from St. Louis, Missouri to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, including Indiana's entire southern border along the Ohio River. The proposed extension travels through 7 states: Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky, Missouri, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. Young says the extension of the trail would help educate Americans on the historic Lewis and Clark partnership and boost tourism in the areas of Indiana that the trail crosses through. Here's a note: due to a water main break, the Jasper Municipal Water Department has issued a neighborhood boil order affecting a small part of the city. The area affected is along Dorbit Street from 9th to 13th Streets along the west side of Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center. Water Department officials say this is the only area affected. The department will keep those affected customers and the public informed as changes are made as to when the boil order is lifted. They say the boil order will last at least until Saturday morning or until 2 water samples are taken and pass their testing. Residents affected are asked to boil their water for 5 minutes before human and pet consumption. Meanwhile, the water is safe for bathing. If you have any questions concerning this boil order, you may call the Jasper Municipal Water Department at 812-482-5252, 482-5252. More than welcomed dry conditions greeted us across the area Wednesday, and as a result, the number of rural roadways across the county that have been blocked and closed due to high waters has dropped. Altogether, the list of rural roadways across Dubois County closed or blocked now due to flood water stands at 16. No matter where you are, no matter what county you're in, motorists are asked to steer clear of flooded roadways as they are marked or barricaded. Do not attempt to move or drive around any posted signs or barricades, and do not attempt to drive through flooded roads. And as always, turn around, don't drown. Now, please stay tuned. Weather and sports is still to come on 18 WJTS News.